Hi guys and welcome to Tutes Online. Today I'm going to take you through the visceral veins. Let's start off with a bit of information first. Veins carry deoxygenated blood. Blood flow is under low pressure, and venous return is assisted by gravity, muscular contraction, visceral contraction, or suction. Veins contain valves. They usually have paired valves, and they follow the ratio of 2:1 in small to medium veins, or 1:1 in large veins. This is with arteries. Here we have our right internal jugular vein, and this is our left internal jugular vein. Here we have our right subclavian vein, and our left subclavian vein. Then we have our right brachiocephalic vein, and our left brachiocephalic vein. And our superior vena cava. Coming into the brachiocephalic vein, we have the internal thoracic vein. Coming into the superior vena cava, we have the azygos vein. This occurs at the manubrosternal joint. Okay, let's move on. Okay, moving on to the inferior vena cava now. This is after the inferior vena cava has passed through the diaphragm. Okay, the first one we have here is the hepatic vein. Moving down, we have the right renal vein, and coming off it, the right suprarenal vein. On this side, we have the left renal vein. And then we have the left suprarenal vein. The left renal vein. And the left gonadal vein. Which would make this vein here the right gonadal vein. Here we have the bifurcation at about lumbar vertebra 5. And then we have the right and left common iliac veins. We have the internal iliac veins. And the external iliac vein. After the inguinal ligament, the external iliac vein turns into the femoral vein. Okay, let's move on. And we'll do the azygos system. Okay, so we had our superior vena cava. We'll draw the left brachiocephalic vein because we'll use it later. We had our azygos vein here. Drawing our inferior vena cava. And our two common iliac veins. About here is the diaphragm. And we should have everything in place. Okay. We have our azygos vein coming into the superior vena cava at the manubrosternal joint. Then coming off the azygos vein, we have the posterior intercostal veins. Posterior intercostal veins anastomose with the anterior intercostal veins. Which feed into the internal thoracic vein. Which feeds into the brachiocephalic vein. So you have your azygos vein, your posterior intercostal veins, anastomosing with your anterior intercostal veins, which go to the internal thoracic vein, which in turn goes to the brachiocephalic vein. So we have the azygos vein up until the diaphragm, and then after this it becomes the ascending lumbar vein. The ascending lumbar vein drains into the common iliac vein. Then we have something called the hemiazygos system. And this is where there is another vein here. The hemiazygos vein can join the azygos vein at the 8th intercostal space, or you can get an accessory hemiazygos vein joining the left brachiocephalic vein. And this system here is an anomaly, so it doesn't happen in everyone, and you can get this structure happening or you can get this structure happening. Finally, we'll go over the epigastric system. So the superior and inferior epigastric veins accompany the superior and inferior epigastric arteries. The superior epigastric vein joins the internal thoracic vein. The inferior epigastric vein joins the external iliac vein. And of course, they still have that anastomoses with each other in the midpoint.
And that about wraps it up for the visceral veins. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you come back and learn more about the human body. Thanks, and I'll see you soon.